Recording. So that. All right. Welcome to this live webinar. Uh, Before I start, this training is brought to you by BF Suma. BF Suma is a health industry pharmaceutical company all the way from United States. We have offices scattered all over Nigeria. And my name is Matthias Jesse. I'm also a natural health consultant. I work with Bright Future Pharmaceuticals. It has been an amazing journey to solving people health issues. And today, this particular webinar is geared to the following issues you're seeing on your screen. How to boost your immune system fast, destroy fibroids. And I think that's why most people decided to join this webinar today. Conquer chronic infection and restore total wellness. Okay, so I'm going to dwell more on fibroids because that's the aim or the more focus of this webinar. For the past 2 years, we've been using a formula consistently to, destroy fibroids permanently. So what you're going to get from this webinar today, you're going to know some causes of fibroid, you're going to know some things about fibroids, and you're going to also get our formula, which we have been using, and we have been getting 98% success rate. Why did I say 98? I will tell you as we continue because of this webinar. Okay, so if you are just joining us, please just put your mic on mute so that I don't disturb the training. All right, let's get into it. Okay. All right, so in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to permanently treat the above mentioned problems. But before I go deeply into these permanent treatments, it's important that we understand what causes these terrible problems so that you can know how to go about this permanent treatment in order to avoid any future occurrence. So underline the word future occurrence, because I hear people tell me, okay, I've gone for surgery before for fibroids before, and after some months, after a year or so, the thing is coming back. Yeah, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that, and we're going to know that now. Okay, so now, what are fibroids? Fibroids are non-cancerous growths that develop from the muscle tissue of the uterus. A woman may have only one fibroid or many of different sizes. Fibroids can grow slowly, rapidly, or stay the same. Fibroid can cause painful or debilitating symptoms. Fibroid can make it hard. Fibroids can make it hard to participate in routine day-to-day activities. Okay, so sorry for the break. All right. Now, fibroids come in different sizes. That's what you should know. Sometimes it can be small as a peanut, or can even be big as a watermelon. It's possible, yes. I've seen sizes way big, and they can be multiple. They can grow different places in the uterus. They can be multiple, and so but notice that they are non-cancerous growths, but they can actually disturb your your way of life seriously as a woman. Okay. Now, let's hear some facts about fibroids. It is possible that you have more than one fibroid swelling in your abdomen, growing. No amount of operation will permanently treat fibroid. In fact, it leaves your life more complicated than it was. Yes, you heard me right. If you have gone through surgery before as regards fibroid, you have 80% chance of developing it again because the root cause has not been treated as long as you are still in childbearing age. That's what you need to understand. Okay, I will tell us why as we go along, so just pay attention. 75% of women within the childbearing age are diagnosed with fibroid. Only 5% of these 75 get rid of fibroid permanently. Why the rest keep spending a fortune buying one tea or the other? I used to laugh when I see some of those things. Buying one tea or the other, buy that one, buy this one. Oh God. And some people when they come to my office are like, I've taken a lot of things, this, that. But by the time we finish talking and we start using our therapy, wow, the reverse is the case. And I wish everybody that's listening to me today will make good use of this information. Now, let's take a look at the picture. I want to draw a scenario. I want to paint a picture in your mind so that you understand what we're actually saying. Now, this is a picture. The diagram below is a pictorial representation of the lower part of your abdomen. From the diagram, you can see the fallopian tube. and other parts of the reproductive area. Alongside this, you can see your womb being shrunk together by fibroid, developing in 4 different parts of the womb on the wall of the uterus. Now, the question is, how can the womb hold a baby with the ever-increasing growth of this fibroid? It's a painful situation. And some people, they even manage to get pregnant. And in fact, it's a terrible condition. But God, sometimes they just operate them, remove the baby, save and all of that. But look at the picture very well. This fibroid that, shrunk the womb together. So it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult for fertility to take in, for someone to take in. That aside, let's assume you settle for surgery. That means 4 different parts of your womb will be cut. Aside the fact that every incision on your womb, the capacity of your womb to hold the baby reduces. Now imagine 4 different cuts according to the multiple parts of the fibroid, wherever the fibroid is developing. It does not mean fibroid will not even grow again of the truth. In fact, if you have an issue of fibroids, you have 80% chance of developing it again. Wow. It's a serious issue, but thank God for BF Summer. All right, let's just continue. So, what actually causes this fibroid? There are other factors that causes fibroid. Please get me correctly. In fact, the primary cause of fibroid is unknown, okay, according to medicals. But there are other factors. But one of the most prevalent factor is estrogen hormone, high estrogen level and low progesterone level. They are the most dominant factor for developing fibroids. Now, the question is, what is estrogen and progesterone? Estrogen and progesterone are sex hormones that are present in women. They stay at a normal level prior to childbearing stage in women, but tends to be unbalanced. Now, during the menstrual period, high level of estrogen can lead to weight gain, particularly around your hips or waist. If you are noticing all these things, you should know maybe I have high estrogen level. Excess estrogen can also cause menstrual problems and many other issues, such as irregular periods, light spotting, heavy bleeding, more severe symptom of PMS. Women in the house, you know what I'm talking about, premenstrual syndrome. Female with high estrogen can experience other symptoms, including bloating, cold hands and feet, difficulty sleeping, fatigue, hair loss, yes, headaches, low sex drive, mood changes, depression, anxiety, problem with memory, swollen or tender breast, and non-cancerous breast lumps. All these things are traced back to hormonal imbalance, especially when it comes to high estrogen level in the body. And newsflash, if you have high estrogen level or your hormone issue, it's what is fueling your fibroid. No matter how many times you go for surgery, it will keep coming back after a year or so. Okay. Now, so signs and symptoms of fibroids. I'm a bit quick in this training, okay, so that I can give room for question if you have one. So just keep calm. We're going to allow 1 or 2 questions before we wrap up for tonight. Heavy bleeding between or during periods can cause blood clots. It's a sign. Pains in your pelvic or lower back, increased menstrual cramps, increased urination, menstruation that lasts longer than usual, pain during intercourse, pressure or fullness in your lower abdomen, swelling or enlargement of the abdomen. All these things are the signs and symptoms that, it's like I have fibroids. But it's best recommended that you go for a scan so that you actualize. In fact, I tell people go for scan so that we even know the size. So that after using our therapy for 2 months, you can go and do another scan to know if the size is reduced or it has finished. You will know if what you are taking is working. Okay. Alongside these symptoms, I know you are tired of seeing this huge swelling in your abdomen, and you are also scared of post-surgical surgery, that is operation, that does not just tackle the root cause of this issue and has 90% chance of resulting to other life-threatening complications like unending bleeding, internal and external wound infection, lung problem, and several. You do have to be scared. No, you just have to watch this video to the end. So if you are with us right now, please just keep with us. I will tell you what to do. Well, I'm not saying that I don't recommend surgery. I don't recommend operation. I do for some clients. I do actually for some clients. And I will tell you the only people that I used to recommend are go for surgery for 2 to 3 weeks after your surgery, you come back. Okay, or a month after your surgery, you come back. Okay, I'll give you details as we continue. So, but before I go into details with this total and natural fibroid treatment, let us take a look at other conventional ways of treating fibroids and the effects this method have on your health. Okay, so we have the hysterectomy. That involves surgical removal of the entire womb, which is causing total inability to give birth. And this, if you are in a childbearing age, is not recommended for you because you will never ever be able to conceive. We have conservative surgical therapy. This therapy uses a procedure called myectomy. With this approach, physicians will remove the fibroid, will leave the uterus intact to enable a future pregnancy. This has its complication too, because leaving you with 50% chance of giving birth again, and 90% chance of developing another fibroid if you try to get pregnant. Because actually, when pregnancy tries coming, your hormones changes. Get the connection now. And once the hormone changes, causes an imbalance, it will fuel fibroid growth again. Uh, Okay, so we have uterine artery embolization. This is called uh, uterine fibroid embolization. It's a new one, minimal invasive without large abdominal insertion. The artery supplying blood to the fibroid are identified, then blocked off. It just cuts off the blood supply to the fibroid, thus shrinking them. Healthcare providers continue to evaluate the long-term implication of this procedure and fertility and regrowth of fibroid tissues. Okay. Also, 50% chance that it may not work out, also leaving you with internal wounds that may never heal up. And finally, anti-inflammatory painkillers. This type of drug is often effective for women who experience occasional pelvic pain or discomfort. These medications silently kill other vital organs like liver and kidney. Yes, anything energetics, painkillers, they have a side effect of the liver and kidney. And that's why we tell people, please go natural. And that's one of the things we preach in BF Suma. Okay, so right now from all you've heard, you have two choices. Okay. Okay, one is to just get out of this Zoom right now and go back to your drug or book your appointment to the surgery, okay? Or you can continue and find out what solution does BF Suma have to offer, okay? And does not require surgery, and fibroid will stay out of your life. Oh my God. Now, we are going to tell you a story. But before I introduce to you fully what we are doing, what we are using, I remember 2 years ago, somebody came to me in my house. Actually, it was a church member, and she was complaining of all the symptoms, and she has gone for the scan. They said it's fibroid, the heavy bleeding, pains, and all of that. And as at then, I didn't know that this therapy was very good for this issue because we're using it for other things and getting amazing results. So out of light, I was like, wow, just take this, please, and go. 1 week later, she called to tell me all those signs and symptoms have stopped. I was like, what? And then that got to me. I went to do a research and discovered, wow, it's powerful for fibroid. And I told her to continue. Okay, although I could not keep supplying her the product for her to take, but just that one container she used, there was a significant reduction in the fibroid, and that's how we started, looking into fibroid issues. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the power of pure and broken therapy. Yes, yes, yes. Somebody's wondering what is this? Yeah, so just pay attention. I'm going to tell you all now. It's called Ganoderma spore, and I'm going to take you back if you understand what this product is actually all about. Now, there's a story. Once upon a time, story. Say, this guy want to tell us story. Okay, just follow me. There was a tribe living in the remote mountain. People there accidentally discovered that once the deer got injured, they always found magical mushroom to eat, and a few days later, the wound healed magically. This magical mushroom is known as Ganoderma today. So what is this Ganoderma? Actually, it's a mushroom. Okay, the plant in the picture is called reishi in China and Japan. It is also known as 10,000-year mushroom. Why? Because it promotes longevity, and so it is called the mushroom of immortality. Okay. All right. So what is Ganoderma? Ganoderma mushroom, commonly known as reishi, have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for more than 5,000 years. Preparation from reishi were used to enhance stamina, immunity, treat inflammatory diseases such as arthritis, asthma, bronchitis, hepatitis, and nephritis, which is a condition of the kidney, and were also used for the treatment of various cancers far back. Okay. Now, the main raw material, so that for some of us that like Mr. Google or like doing your own research, very good. The active ingredient is called polysaccharide. Okay, If you Google polysaccharide now, you will see something called anti-tumor. Anything abnormal growth, fibroid growth. In fact, currently there's a man that has a large growth out on his face. He has for years. We placed him the first bottle of this ganoderma. The thing started reducing. It still started with pains first. This thing has not been paining me. It started paining me. So I encouraged him that just keep taking. He came back last week and said that just last week here, because I just had to try anything growth. Lo and behold, the growth on his face started shrinking. Nobody told him. He came and bought more. Somebody, I know your mind is telling you already that it's like I've made my final bus stop. Yes, you are right, but just don't get excited yet. Just listen to the end of this video. However, we are not giving you just this mushroom because the polysaccharide content that is high in this mushroom is found in the spore. It is 70 times the polysaccharide found in the spore is 70 times more active than the one in Ganoderma. Because some of you may say, I've heard of this Ganoderma and this. I'm not giving you just Ganoderma. 70 times more than what you have in Ganoderma. We'll call this Ganoderma spore powder. It is found inside the spore of the Ganoderma mushroom. Now, what does it take to collect it? I'm just going through the background so that you understand. Now, most companies have Ganoderma, but very few companies have Ganoderma spore powder. Why? Because it takes about 1,000 kg of Ganoderma mushroom for you to extract 1 kg of spore powder. How? The BF Zuma is able to use a technology that can break open, okay, there's this spore and remove the spore powder pure. So they break it and open the pure. They remove the spore powder pure. Okay. All right. So what is the main ingredient? Its main is polysaccharides and terpenoids. Okay, so you can do your research in case you don't believe me. That is good for growth, but it also repair damaged cell. It activates dead cells, increase your metabolism, clean up toxins and dead cells, and then also adjusts your body system, regulation of immune system. So apart from even shrinking your fibroids, it can take care of your infections. Those people have been treating, infection is not going, is coming, all of that. It can take care of it. And also it can repair the body. That's how we call it achieve total wellness. In fact, the kind of testimonies we are receiving on a daily basis about this product is amazing. Okay. Now, I don't want to go too deep into this because actually it has 5 amazing components of this product. This product have 5 amazing components, okay, which is polysaccharides, ganoderic essence, tritapenoid, adenosine, and organic germanium. You can go and do your research on that now, okay? But just understand, I'm going into the science of this product so that for some people who like, doing research or who are friends with Mr. Google, Google is your boyfriend, fine. You can go and, use policy and Google some things up. All right. Okay. Now, what's the general health benefits? It improves immunity, prevent disease, okay, and it can boost your immune system, suppress tumor, and regulate the body. So anything growth, tumor, and that's how we also use it for cancer patients as well. Yes, and we have been having amazing results assisting cancer, even the ones on chemotherapy. We use it to reduce the side effect drastically. And if you are afraid of if you don't want to use chemotherapy, we also place you on 6 months therapy. Let me tell you, the more you take pure and broken, the more things improve in the body. Okay, now maintain liver health and improve memory and delay aging. Okay. All right. So it enhances immunity, inhibit tumors, and speed up post-operative recovery for those who have come back from operation. Maybe you've done operation on fibroid before, and maybe it's coming back, or you're even afraid. Fine. After 3 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks rather of you coming back for surgery, you can pick it to speed up, your recovery from the operation wound, reduces pain. Okay. One capsule contains 600 milligrams. So there are other health benefits of this product. It's help relief from chronic respiratory condition, reduce the risk of cognitive disorder, lower blood cholesterol, effective in treating arthritis. Okay, that's not my focus today. Now, if you see 5 benefits, so look at the number 2, you will see that it fights cancer and tumor, and that is it say help induce specific antibodies that target cancerous tumors and prevent resulting secondary infection. help inhibit cancer cells growth and reduce ability to them to invade the body. Apart from that, anything other tumor, any other abnormal growth, including fibroid, it eliminates them. Yes, I have used it over and over again. Okay, so who are the people that should take these products? Okay, um, fit for adults and elderly people, not recommended for infants and children. So from 15 years and above are the people that can use this product, which I know that everybody on this watching this video right now, yes, is above that age. Now, not recommended to people who have had surgery within a week and those with bleeding issues. So that's why we used to tell people 2 to 3 weeks after your surgery before you can take this. So it rejuvenates the body and boosts the low immunity. People who are recovering from surgery, people who want to lower the risk of cancer, those who have cancer and are undergoing chemotherapy and radiotherapy, ideal for cardiovascular diseases, that is high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetes, liver diseases, bronchitis patients. I myself am a testimony for bronchitis. Yeah, I've used this product and it has helped me tremendously. In fact, for long since I started using it, I've not gotten any chest problems again. Okay, recommended for insomnia, anxiety, memory loss, fatigue syndrome, ideal for pigmentation and skin problem. Actually, the word gano means shiny. Okay, derma means skin, so it means shiny skin. So it's ideal for skin problems. Slow down aging process and promote longevity. People who are concerned about immunity issues. I just put all this on as Jara, so you will thank me later for it. But understand that for total body wellness or boosting your immune system for chronic infections and also for those people who have injury that is refusing to heal, okay, and fibroids, this is your last bus stop, trust me, okay? Okay, before I move to the second part and round up this presentation, I want just to look at the nutritional value of this same product, okay? This mushroom that was turned into, this product, amazing product from US. Now, it has 7 times vitamin C content than orange. It has magnesium content 15 times higher than broccoli. The iron content is 3 times higher than that in spinach. The antioxidant is 3 times higher than in bilberry. The protein content is higher than in beans. Yes, it's higher than beans. Omega-3 is 8 times higher than in fish. And calcium content is 6 times higher than milk. So whether you are treating anything or not, it's a very, very super product to take to maintain proper health. Okay, now this is another product, but you call it a hormone regulator, refined UG essence. And unfortunately, I'm not going to go into big details, but surprisingly enough, it's also a mushroom. See, let me tell you, nature has a cure for fibrous infections and total body health. And this is it you are seeing here. Now, this product, refined UG is also a mushroom. We call it the hormone regulator. This is going to regulate, it has polysaccharides also, but it also can help regulate your hormone. So combination of these two products will get a better result. So if you're having hormonal imbalance, refined UG is your product. Okay. If you're having only like you just want to shrink your fibroids or you want to clean your inside, fine and good, okay, you can use this product as well. So combination of these two products is the bomb. You can use only pure and broken. It's faster in reducing, tumors growth, fibroids, fine. But combination of the two, hormone and fibroid, and ganoderma, pure and broken ganoderma spore, it will give you the best result. However, you can use these two products independently and choose to continue them. So what's my recommendation? My recommendation is that please go and do a scan. Why am I saying you should do a scan? So that you get the size. Take the product for 2 months. If after 2 months, go back for scan. If the size remain the same, you can call me and collect back your money. That's how serious it is. Okay. All right. That's how serious it is. But if there's a reduction that you know it's working, sometimes it has even finished. Wow. Well, we want to put a lot of smile on people's faces through this. Okay, so how much is it? Oh, people say, oh, money time has come. Okay, pure and broken is just 25,000 naira only with free delivery anywhere in the country. Somebody say, Jason, this thing I wanted to buy you, their price is too high. Well, 1/4 is the dollar problem. Oh. This thing is not expensive. Oh. It's just $60. We even reduce the price. But Naira will not allow us here word. But you know what? I have an offer for you. Okay. 14,000 naira is out for refined usage. But if you are going for the two, 33K for the two. So I know somebody in your church, man, you know I've tried. That is the truth. 33,000 for the two. Our website, we are selling it for 27,000. But for the sake of this webinar, we've reduced the price. So we're giving you the two for just 33,000 for a limited time only. By this time next week, on Saturday, the price has ended. Please, somebody should not call me after this. In fact, from Thursday, because uh we are trying, they are trying to increase our price. So I just have to do this between now and Thursday. So now and Thursday. That's also after Thursday. Sorry, we have to go back to the original price. Okay. Okay. So if you are buying it after Thursday, you get it for 39,500. But if you are buying it between now and Thursday, it's 33,000 naira. All right. So thank you so much for being a part of this webinar today. Maybe you have a question or two. You can unmute your mic now and you can ask your question. Thank you. Okay. Any question? Okay. Joy, you are talking, but I can't hear you. I don't know if you talk to your phone well. Hello, Joy.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Good evening.
Good
Can you
evening.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, like okay. Okay? What if the fibroid is, is already going in the room, like
Okay.
inside the room, to a
Yes.
very large extent?
Okay,
Can
fine.
this your product shrink?
Beautiful. I love that question and I get it all the time. Okay, like I said when I started my training, I said there are some people I used to recommend for surgery. Now, the only fibroids I used to recommend surgery for them is people who have bulky fibroid, bulky and multiple at the same time. What I mean by bulky is very, very large. But if it's not bulky, no matter the size, if your the scan does not tell that it's bulky, no matter the size, okay, it's going to shrink. But the question is I will not tell you that you take one bottle and boom, it shrinks everything. No. What I used to do for my clients, I tell them you are going to take this product for 2 months, then after go back for your scan. Within these 2 months, you notice yourself that your symptoms have reduced, and then you can go for scan and confirm the size if there's a reduction or it has gone. So that's my answer. So whether it's on the womb, inside the womb or outside the womb, it can also shrink it out. Okay. All right, so that's the answer for that question. I want to thank you both for joining. Other questions, you can post it on the group. I will open the group, so I will attend to them, if not immediately, but I will definitely attend to them. Okay, my offer still remains. Okay, my name is Matthias Jesse. I'm a health consultant for Right Future Pharmaceuticals, aka BF Suma. All right. So if you want to see us one-on-one, you can visit our Cross River State office or Port Harcourt office. I can attend to you personally. But if you say, okay, you are out of these two locations, you can still call me on phone. You can chat me up on the group. Okay, I'm going to end this now. Have a wonderful night.